All right,
Okay.
so now we're here at the final stretch. We got 3 watches remaining that we have not spoken about, and I believe you told me that this Seamaster was the next one that you bought.
Yes,
And
that was in 2018.
2018. Now, what made you purchase this one instead of the standard Bond Seamaster that everybody's familiar with?
Well, because when people, if some people doesn't have amnesia and remember what happened in 2018,
Yes.
was that this watch came out. These new versions of
The new iteration, yes.
the new iteration of the Seamasters came out in 2018 in Baselworld. I think was the last Baselworld that Omega participated on, and this version with the gray dial was the one that Daniel Craig was wearing in the commercial of these new versions of
Yes.
of the Seamaster.
Unbelievably.
It was swimming,
I haven't seen that commercial.
and it came out with a suit, and it was this blue strap with this gray dial.
Right. He was holding on to a rope or something.
Yeah.
Right, I remember this.
It was this watch,
Nice.
and this watch was very hot that time to get. I got it with the bracelet, because the bracelet also is very James Bond. But I said I'm going to get on the rubber strap later on. The bracelet, it doesn't narrow itself. It's very,
Yes.
and it's very a bit uncomfortable. And I did break the class. I got the class fixed for free because I got it from Omega.
Yes.
I pay for this watch similar price that I pay for the Breitling in use.
Like 800,000 yen?
I pay $500,000 something. I mean, it was
Right.
the retail was
That's not a bad price though.
no, it was $500,000, 600 and something, or 600 and something. Like a very good price.
Yes.
With a bracelet.
Yes.
Not with
And
the
how
rubber.
much did the rubber strap cost after the fact? Because you
I
bought this from the shop.
pay some yen. I would say $300 or
$300, right?
And I understood that this watch today is how much? 8,000.
About 8,000, yes.
So
8,000 for the new version that's made in titanium.
no, how much is for this one?
Oh, for this one, probably still about the same, I assume.
I see.
Yes.
So I absolutely love it.
Nice open case back there.
You have a
display case back.
beautiful display case back. It's not a Geneva sealed case back, but it's still a very nice case back. You know, like I told you guys, I used to be very much a G-Shock guy, Casio, and when you're turning close to 50, this is the types of G-Shocks you buy
For adults, right.
for adults.
So you decided to go Omega instead of a different brand.
No, Omega just. I always wanted to get a James Bond watch.
Right.
And I just probably was waiting for a new version of a James Bond watch to come out. I mean, I didn't necessarily expect or knew that I'm going to get this version of it.
Yes.
But this is what I got. And I got it early as possible when it came out. It came out in Baselworld in March. It appeared in Japan around November. And I got this one. About a year later, they released the white with the black indices, and then they released the titanium one, and then they released the No Time to Die one, and on and on and on and on. So that time you didn't have that much variety. I mean, they had the titanium that it was like basically triple metals. It was titanium with gold and also titanium. That is kind of almost like platinum, but it's not exactly kind of same weight, but
Yes.
is a more blue metal style. So 3 different metals, and the watch look a little bit too much, and also too expensive. But I wanted Omega to be a James Bond watch. No.
Oh.
Like this.
Okay.
When you put here, just on top. I just wanted a watch that is much more simple. And I actually said I'm going to own at least one Omega, the same thing like I own one Longines. But you convinced me otherwise, and I am thinking about
Getting a Speedmaster?
Yeah, I am thinking about the Speedy now.
All right, next, the Panerai. What
Next,
made you get this big hunk of junk? First of all, what the crown and the crown guard included.
47?
Hold on, I just messed it up. This is, 54.3 millimeters with the crown guard. And it's hard to just get the watch only. It's like 49. That's pretty big.
Wow.
Maybe 48. Yeah, you could try the calipers. You see, first of all, I did like this.
It's okay.
Yeah, that thing is big. Why did you?
Why? Well, first of all, I didn't even know a brand like Panerai even exists. I didn't know nothing about this brand. Completely nothing.
Yes.
And I had a customer that came here, and he's a watch collector. He actually came with several watches that was on my wish list, including Richard Milles and very, very special Pateks. Not necessarily Nautilus or Aquanaut, different Pateks he had, and also not World Time. They had something else that was very nice, but later I will tell you the reference. But one day it came with a Panerai. And I was super fascinated on it. That was, like you said, it's ridiculous, it's huge, it's bulky, it's amazing.
Yes.
And then I started to look into this brand. I understanding the history. And for a Rolex lover, they have so much things in common. Rolex was the only brand ever, to provide a movement to another company. Rolex never gave a movement to no other company, ever.
Yes.
Only one company.
Panerai.
And was Panerai.
Yes.
And that was already a good sell for me. Even so that, it's not a Rolex movement, of course, but actually used to have even ETA movements later. But it's just a very historically piece. Regarding that Rolex does say that the Submariner and also Blackpan first released a diver watch ever in the 50s.
Yes.
Panerai already had diver watches already in the 30s with Rolex movement.
Yes.
So it's basically the first really professional diver watches. And it's a very military
watch. Is this a diver watch as well?
Well, it is water resistant for 100 meters.
Okay.
Regarding today, professional divers are actually close to 300 meters.
Yes.
But I understood that I'm not going to test this watch, but I understood that this watch back in the day when it was 100 meters, they actually did dive 100 meters.
Yes. Now, when you were saying...
They did very deep diving with this watch.
I have to say, you said you bought this as your adult G-Shock, but isn't this the real adult G-Shock right there?
No, this is the FFFU watch. Because I can tell you that this is today my most expensive watch, and a watch that's going to be $500,000.
Yes.
And regarding even today the 100 plus K, I walk with this watch. You don't get no compliment, not because they are shy or because they jealous. It's because nobody care.
Yes.
Now, not that people care about this.
Yes. But
But
people
it
talk
pushed
about
the
it.
eye enough for you. If you want it or not, you will give me a compliment about it.
Yes.
And you would say, usually, this is a nice watch. Even so that the truth is, you're saying, what the f is that? But, sorry, what the f is that? But this is what it is. I mean, and the loom is amazing.
Yes.
In this watch. It's absolutely, it's a bomber. And if there is a thief come to you, he will never steal this also because he doesn't care. And second, if he try, you can actually kill the person with a watch.
Yeah, we don't need to go do all that now.
This
But yes.
this is a weapon. You actually need license to wear watches like this.
Is this a clasp that opens? What is this? Is this a crown guard that opens up?
You don't know about
No.
Panerai?
It looks like I see a locking mechanism on there. What is that?
There is. Actually, this watch is so simple. I mean, Panerai have many different complications in Panerais. I mean, I'm not going to go to all the other complications they have, but this specific one have only time, second, and it's not automatic, so it doesn't charge itself. It doesn't have all. So you need to wind the watch.
Manual wind, yes.
And the way that you manual wind, you have an indicator that tell you how much power you have left.
Yes.
And how much to wind. So it's almost like a fuel indicator.
Yes.
And when it goes down, you know that you need to wind it. So it's so simple and so complicated. It gives you so much passion and attachment with this watch. Now, here is a lever that you press and you release. Okay. And then you can manipulate the crown to charge the watch.
Oh, so this is a lock. If this was up, then that wouldn't turn at all?
Yeah, it will be. I mean, if you enforce it, you would basically break something. But yeah, it will not turn. It will. It will be hard to turn. Yeah.
I see.
And this is basically the reason for that. This actually behave. I don't know. Do you remember maybe in your parents or your parents or maybe your grandma used to make pickles maybe?
Yeah.
And she used to have this big jar that closed with a...
Yes.
So this is the idea of this one.
Right.
So
it looks like a giant pickle.
Yeah. So to close the resistance of a state, because the idea at that time was that if you open the crown, because they didn't have automatic watch, to wind the watch and close the crown, open, close, and you need the watch to be water resistant, more chances that this going to run off.
Yes.
And water going to come in. So what is the best way, if I need to charge the watch all the time, what is the best way to keep the water resistant more safe? Was the pickles mechanism.
Yes.
The one that actually, with a rubber that you release, and then pressure again, release and pressure again.
And this is 72 hours power reserve?
Yes.
That's quite a long time. And it's a sub-second dial inside of there. I see it. All right, so this doesn't rotate, but it does have a display case back that you could see inside of there, and it's a pretty nice looking movement.
And it has something that...
Now, this is an in-house movement. This is not some weird ETA thing, right?
No. This is the inside in-house movement based, from what my understanding, on some ETA basics.
Yes.
But he have one more secret in his sleeve.
Yes.
Something that our friend Daniel Austin got jealous of, because he's very much proud of how we say the Rolex movements.
Yes.
One of the proudness of Rolex movement is the hanking mechanism.
Yeah, hacking.
Hacking, yeah. That normally appear in several watches, but Rolex is very famous. You know that you can hack and stop the seconds. I think maybe one of the first brands that started to do that. Look where is the second here now, okay? When you hack, I need to see, okay. Going to let the second a little bit pass. It doesn't just hack the seconds. Look in the seconds. When you are going to do, when you hack,
It goes back to 0.
you reset.
Yes.
So you have a reset hacking mechanism.
Okay.
And this actually, Austin looked in this watch and he said, the Rolex, if you guys watching this, because this was a very nice way to reset time. This is a very, by the way, military style of watch. When we need to go to our operation,
Yes.
and we both have this same watch now, we will hack the second to be precise on the second.
Yes.
Do
At the same time.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't wear that big thing in a military operation. It would give away my position. It's too big. It's okay, but it's a nice watch, man. It's truly a nice watch.
They sell it in black too.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well, maybe Batman can buy one.
Actually, yeah, no, they sell it in basically a black case you actually need, because everything is black. Just I put a green strap. I mean, the original actually come in a black strap.
Right. All right. So now that we're done with that, let's go ahead and talk about the last watch.
Well, the story with the Longines is started with that I have a very good friend and customer that actually is very much a watch collector, and he put me into Longines. So I was looking for something that would be appealing to me. And this version, I think it's the Conquest, something I forgot the name, but this one is a limited boutique edition only. Came out in 2020. I was lucky enough to get it, yes, in Ginza. The only boutique appear in Japan in Ginza.
Yes.
This watch is very different than the normal version that you guys know about it. Including, it have a quick release between this rubber strap, and it does come with an addition with a bracelet.
Did I ask, what is the name of this watch?
Longines.
Oh, that's the brand, but
The HydroConquest something, I forgot the name of that model, but basically is diver version of a Longines.
Yes.
It's a diver watch. And the movement is very smooth. The rubber strap have a kind of a glide lock, a quick adjustment, and also you don't need to cut the rubber strap. You can actually adjust. The bezel is thicker and taller. This rubber strap here is a quick release. This watch actually comes in the box with a bracelet, and you can quick release the bracelet and the strap. I don't want to play with it because when I take it out to put it back, it's a little bit annoying. So they are not that amazing, but they have that mechanism. The normal one that you guys know, the strap, a little bit similar to Patek Aquanaut, you need to cut to fit the size of your hand.
yes.
This one, you don't need to cut. You have adjustable holes
Yes.
to adjust. And beside that...
And you can slide this.
And you can slide. And beside that, you also have a micro adjustment here. Also.
Where's the micro adjustment?
Here is a button here.
Yes.
And when you press, you have here a small, it will go up and down a little bit. I need to remember how to do this.
Oh, it's okay, but I believe you on it.
You see?
Okay,
here,
I see
slide up, slide down. Very, very small adjustment, you see?
Yes.
So you have this quick adjustment.
Yes.
Here. The dial is ceramic. The loom is nice. Everything here is a bit different. I absolutely love this watch.
And
It's
it was
absolutely great.
seeing your customer with something similar to this is what made you want to get this.
No, it had something completely not similar to this. It had a vintage Longines classic.
All right, he had a Longines classic, but
Yeah.
why did you go and get this one instead of a different Longines model?
Well, it did inspire me to own a Longines.
Yes.
It didn't inspire me to what model of Longines should I own.
Yes.
I decided I wanted a more modern version of it, something that give me a little bit of fun and I will enjoy. And I absolutely endure this watch. I absolutely like it. I also thinking about other brands like Blopan 50 Phantom and also a reverser of Jaeger LeCoultre and maybe, for example, Breguet. I am between the I think Marine version and the Types 20 is something that they have. So there is still these three versions that I'm looking for. Regarding the top three, how we say, Patek, AP, and Richard Mille, when the light will shine on me and money will fall from the sky,
Yes.
I will reconsider.
Right.
Now
So
I
I
need
guess that could take
to,
me to the final question.
yeah.
If money's not in, well, no, I don't want to say that. Just what is the next watch that you are thinking about getting?
I am waiting for a piece that probably I will wait forever, but if it will shine on me, so is a platinum Daytona.
Right.
And I know that you guys probably, hey, you're waiting for platinum Daytona. He said he doesn't have money for Richard Mille. Is because the platinum I'm waiting for retail, that's why I might never get. And he is expensive, it's 100K, but it's not 300K. Like the price is according to now.
Yes.
And and 300K is pretty much, you could say, price of Richard Mille, even so the Richard Mille already passed the $500,000. So maybe if I'm going to sell the Meteor Dial and the Platinum Daytona, if I'm going to get it in the future, I probably would be able to buy one Richard Mille, maybe some Patek, or maybe, how we say, a Nautilus, or a Royal Oak, or something like this from AP.
Now
But,
does a
you know, we try to think a little bit about reality.
right, but
So,
would a Patek mean more to you than a Rolex? If you could get it, if money's not an issue, if you could get the Patek, does it mean more to you than a Rolex?
hard to say. I don't know. I really, because the Rolex, I really on the, how we say, the cherry of the cream, you know.
Yes.
Like I really pick the top. Basically, I'm looking, how we call it, the top three.
Yes.
You know, the best Daytona, the best Submarina, and the best GMT. I have two or three.
Yes.
The best Submarina and the best GMT.
Okay.
Ever, like the top of the cream. And now I want the top Daytona. Now, and then you guys can continue. So you should buy the top Melghaus, and you should buy the top Yachtmaster 1 and 2. And no, for me, Rolex is three watches. Basically four, because I have also the day-date. Yeah, but basically the top three sport watches: Submarina, Daytona, and the GMT. I go for these three. Same thing, Patek probably would be Nautilus, Aquanaut, and the World Time. AP, Royal Oak. No, it's a joke. But basically, Royal Oak and Offshore is the same. Is Royal Oak and Offshore, and then you can call it a comset that basically is also kind of a Royal Oak as well. So,
All right. I guess that's a good place to end it. I want to thank you, Marcelo, for joining me today. Make sure that you tune into his channel. It's Marcelo Time on YouTube. I've been your host, Marc.antomattei, coming live from Tokyo, Japan, with this episode of Gentleman Masterclass Presents The Collection.
yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.